I'm Alexander Sergiani. It's 519, September 16th. Another random pondering about these people holding me hostage and their tech. Theory, not 100%, but there's some shitbag who's always threatening me, and there's this hustle these terrorists pull where they enroll, I guess, themselves into experiments or pretend to, but use someone else's coordinate, and then they steal money for selling themselves into an experiment and gamble with it. They claim it's a rich thing. So whoever the suspects are involved with this, look for those guys and their rich guy affiliates if it's really a rich thing, as they put it. Not sure if that's true. That's just what they said. Now the theory is, I don't think I'm the only person they've done this to, and so look for rich guys looking up random people out of the blue that they shouldn't be, and looking for addresses, coordinates, this and that, and those guys may be implanting people illegally, selling themselves into an experiment with implantation, but then using some random American citizen or some other random citizen and using their coordinate and then implanting them with technology and turning them into a little lab rat and then collecting money for experimenting on themselves, but really on an unsuspecting civilian illegally. And they'll package it up. Oh, he's evil, blah, but they're not. They probably just find someone at random and just harm innocent people because they have no respect for human life. So look for people looking up random people that don't even make sense, looking up living information and other information. I don't know how they select their candidates for their crimes, but they may have some sort of process. And then, you know, then see if any of those guys are part of these TI populations or anything of that nature, or have had any complaints similar to what I've been saying. And those guys may be victims of these rich guys and rich women selling themselves into experiments and stealing money for the experiments they sell themselves into, but are really selling unsuspecting civilians in. And that may aid. And then my theory is some of those guys were the victims of those guys stealing money by selling themselves into experiments, but selling civilians. Those may be some of these people who are these quote TI people, these targeted individuals. The theory, not 100%, but there may be something like that. I'd look into it because some of these guys do sell themselves into an experiment, pretend they experienced it, pretend they're the victim, and they blackmail this implantation company or something. But they're really selling themselves and collecting money for experimenting on themselves and then using an unsuspecting civilian for their experiments. And they use this to finance their illegal gambling and more. And some of them say it's a rich thing. I'd look into that. Key point. But they may be the source of these targeted individual people and these other people who've been talking about complaints of technology that's similar to mine, what I experienced. Not 100%, but a theory. Granted, I'm a victim of human programming and MK Ultra like jazz as well, but they got all sorts of tech. And like I said, I mean, how many people, you know, when lab, when animal experiments no longer serve their purpose, people may move to humans. And then some experiments with technology, humans may not want to give informed consent for, may not agree to, so they may just use it on unsuspecting civilians. So be wary. Praise Jesus.